so hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Raps and madness can make you spin. Big towns roll, Florida's king. The podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll, Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll, Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tuning folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fine episode of the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. I am NCR News Network, joined by friend, co-host, and, well, all-round, not serving death caps with his steaks anymore, Mr. Anthony Caruso.
Hang on a second. What do you mean anymore?
I'm sorry, he's never served death caps with anybody.
Ladies and
He's
gentlemen,
never
yes.
served.
As far as we know. No. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Everyone who's listening in right around this great wide world. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have been living under a rock, we can confirm, of course, if you go to last week's episode, we did have the conclusion of the Death Caps murder story. It came out of Victoria. The conclusion of that case came about, so make sure you go and check that out. NCR, I mean, what a story that was over the last year and a bit.
I know it covered international news. I mean, I follow a lot of different people on YouTube. I follow Isaac Butterfield, Sidney Watson, Angry Vet. He covered it. Cinnamon Toast Ken covered it. I follow him, and Fluffy Talks. And it was like they were covering it, and I'm like, I didn't expect those last two to cover it, but they were covering it. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I've had disputes with people, but I never thought about serving them death caps.
I know, and being someone who does enjoy mushrooms with dinner from time to time, I mean, let's face it, there's no better flavor than just a little bit of marinade on the mushroom, whack it on a flat plate on a barbecue, fry it up. Oh my God, it's amazing.
I know. Which leads us to our sponsor for today.
Get the very best in cooked and cured meats with Holy Smoke Barbecue. Come and join our residential Pope and the Papal Rotti as they serve up a godly spread of ribs, breasts, pork sword kebabs, and rumps from around the world. Whether it is glazed in their very own signature water-to-wine sauce or treated from the Holy Smoker itself, you are guaranteed to have an out-of-body experience as you bite down on meat sent from heaven. Holy Smoke Barbecue. We are never afraid to show off our meat.
And we can confirm it's shiitake mushrooms, not death caps served at Holy Smoke Barbecue.
We can also confirm that the Pope himself was eating from Holy Smokes Barbecue when he was formally confirmed as the new Pope.
Oh yes, I mean he got the papal blessing, plus that nice 15% discount.
And not only that, but when the Papal Roddy goes through, and he's as big a celebrity as some of the big name dogs around the world. Roscoe Hamilton,
Lassie.
Leo Leclerc, Lassie. Yeah.
It's always good to go there and you see him touching tables.
Yep. He's just making sure everyone's comfortable. He's a very good maitre d', the Papal Roddy.
We'll have some more sponsors throughout the episode, but let's get this show on the road. Do you have the ceremonial coin, my friend?
Ceremonial coin is at the ready. The flip is happening now.
I'm going heads.
That was a nice loud slap, wasn't it?
Nice.
Nice. It is a head.
Well,
There you are.
Florida man has a racist meltdown at intersection. Reasons are unknown. We're starting
Coming
off a
in-
bit strong.
Coming in hot. Oh my god! I could just imagine he's just yelling, going around yelling around. It took a gerbs.
I wish that was the case because that would have been funnier. But a man in Bonita Springs, Florida, got into a racist altercation with workers, seeming for no reason on July 5th, with footage shot of him yelling incoherently while the passenger looked confused. And mildly secondhand shame. The motorist remains unclear for why he did this. However, we do have video footage, and this is the most insane Florida man-esque behavior we have seen. Because the video itself is just hilarious. Oh, let me put the sound on here. What? The Spanish are going extinct. That is news to me.
Is this guy on a roid rage at the moment?
I don't know, but here's the funny thing. The Spanish are not going extinct. We are thriving, if anything. I mean, okay, I'm half Mexican, so I know for a fact us Mexicans are doing fine. I know the Guatemalans are doing okay. The Cubans are doing.
I mean, let's face it. Anyone of a Latin American heritage, like us Italians as well, the one thing we're very good at is breeding like rabbits.
Hey, we do two things very well: cooking delicious food and having a lot of passionate hugging.
I like how you put it in so it can remain monetized. Oh, very good.
Am I
Very
wrong?
good.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I mean, think about it. Have you ever been around Italians and not had good food?
And a lot of passionate hugging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair.
Think about it. Enzo, Maria.
Oh, stop it.
Why you
Stop it.
why you on baby number 7?
Oh no. Oh god. Getting back to this guy here and just seeing his arms going up and down a couple of times. What's he trying to do? Is he just trying to flex or something?
It's gonna get crazier. We're only 15 seconds in.
Oh jeez. Roll it.
I would understand if he was Spanish, but this guy is white. Is he trying to do the kangaroo dance?
Call me.
Shaka, bro.
That has to be a joke, surely.
No,
That has to have
was
been
real.
staged.
that
That was real. Oh my god.
I mean, I started off kind of light, but kind of strong at the same time because
Yeah.
the rest of this week is just going to get fucking crazier.
Oh jeez. Well, if you thought that was coming in hot, get ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Port Pirie has not made the top 10.
Did they finally get the pigeons under control?
I think they have got the pigeons under control. I think they've stopped shitting them all over the SA Health building.
But not over the town.
Oh. Well, this did come in at 11. Port Pirie still shit. But 10th place takes us to Beaconsfield in Tasmania. Now, people might remember back in 2005, 2006, of course, the story of the miners in Beaconsfield when they had the mining collapse, the two gentlemen who survived the mining collapse.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. And of course, they apparently survived because they had enough canned food to go for a while and spent the entire time listening to the Foo Fighters. So much so that Dave Grohl ended up writing a song dedicated to them from one of the albums called "The Ballad of the Beaconsfield Miners." So yes, we are heading back to Beaconsfield. It's not for a good reason though. A Gronkess has broken into a police station, stolen a police jacket, and a hat.
Why?
I don't know, but I can neither confirm nor deny that the woman was trying to dress up to be a stripper. I don't know. I can't confirm. I don't know if that is actual fact.
Wait a
But
minute.
either
Wait a
way-
minute. Wait a minute. She was so she stole a police jacket and a hat to try to spice up her act or her bedroom antics.
We cannot confirm nor deny this at this point.
You know,
The
she needed
motives unknown.
if she needed an outfit, why didn't she go to one of our fine sponsors?
This is true.
Which that is a great segue to their ad. Shall I?
Ah, you shall.
Allow your imagination to run wilder than Hulkamania down at Becca's House of Secrets. With a wide range of books, games, and accessories, Becca and her team will help you immerse yourself into whatever fantasy you may have. Mention the promo code HUN at checkout for 10% off. Check out their great range of products and make sure they see you next Tuesday at Becca's House of Secrets, where your fantasy is our secret.
God damn, that's a hot ad. Whew,
Oh my god.
demon over here.
Oh, I need a cold shower after that one. But yes, unfortunately, the story is behind a paywall thanks to the good people down at the Examiner and News Limited. Yeah, I'm looking at you in particular. But yes, a woman broke into a Beaconsfield police station while carrying a kitchen knife and a small axe, and then stole a police jacket and a hat. And the reason why I said that we can neither confirm or deny is that the reason she gave was she wasn't sure why she did it.
I think there's a reason she just doesn't want to say it.
Look, I mean, we would all love that to be the reason, but we can't confirm that at this stage. It would be amazing if it was, but no, unfortunately not. NCR, who is your number 9?
Number 9 is something that I think is just hilarious. A Florida man has solved the egg price crisis by eating iguana eggs.
Oh, dear God.
Yes, this is true. The egg price crisis has been solved by a Florida man. Marco Island, Florida. As a customer deals with the high prices of eggs, a Florida man turns to iguanas for his breakfast and one scramble at a time.
Jeez.
From bullets to brunch, it might be the most Florida man meal anybody has ever seen. This is the Johnson Recipe Special. John Johnson, the owner and hunter for Down Goes Iguana, said 49 eggs plus all the fixins. Johnson, who is recognized by the state for removing invasive iguana species, has turned them into food for the grill. Now, this is a common thing. Iguanas are known as chicken of the trees and are considered a delicacy in Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti. And they're usually served for, the tail meat and the legs.
Right.
Well, Mr. Johnson decided, you know what? I'm going to harvest a new product from them. The eggs. We're going to have ham and we're going to have peppers. We're going to have onions. We're going to have all the things because they cook and look like regular eggs, Johnson describes.
I somehow get the feeling that when they did the closing song to Frasier, that this version of scrambled eggs is not what they had in mind.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I went there. Don't make me start
a-
singing either.
Don't. It's a meal that you won't find anywhere else. Well, this is the life in Florida, okay? Johnson says. They call the Florida man this who touches the edge of Florida man. Johnson is definitely not hasn't been having has it's definitely having iguana eggs and saves bucks on on the economy from it. Okay, it's a lot cheaper, okay? Okay, says Johnson. This is a great for their locals and there's no tariffs. The green iguana is an invasive species native to Central and South America. And in South Florida, they've noticed them burrowing and on the sea and breeding on the seawalls, causing danger to landscaping and pool structures all the time, which cost tens of thousands of dollars. Well, Johnson has decided I'm going to turn all of these iguana eggs from these female iguana nests and all these iguanas into a fine hearty meal. And he actually posted a picture on the Florida Man subreddit.
He actually posted a picture of it.
I mean, could you tell they're iguana eggs?
Jeez, actually, if he had not told me that they were iguana eggs on face value, I would have looked at it and just gone, that just looks like regular scrambled eggs.
Yeah, it looks like a nice, farmer scramble.
Yeah.
Maybe a messed up omelet, but hey, I mean,
I'm just looking at that now. That's the ham. I'm
Mhm.
assuming it's yellow capsicum, correct?
Mm-hmm.
A
Yellow
little bit
bell
of
peppers,
parsley.
green.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can see yellow bell peppers, some green bell pepper,
Yeah.
some onion.
Jeez, I mean,
Yeah,
could have fooled me.
throw a bit of cheese on there. Fuck yeah.
Interesting.
I think we gave Pope Phil some ideas for his menu now.
Oh, dear.
Who is your number 9?
Oh, number 9 for the Shit Towns of Australia. And don't forget to go and visit their Facebook page, give them a like, and check out their thing, and check out their page. And don't forget as well that you can actually subscribe to Shit Towns of Australia as well.
Yes,
Make
I
sure
will
you-
have a link to the Facebook page in the description box.
Absolutely. The Shit Towns of Australia, 9th place, goes to a place, NCR, we haven't visited in a while. It's in Queensland. It's not Townsville, but it's one of our favourite places.
The Gold Coast?
Yes!
Fuck yeah, love Goldie.
Let's go to Goldie. Tourist clothes have been stolen from a laundromat dryer while they assist with a car crash.
The fuck?
I kid you not. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this one is rare as they come. Now, first off, we should point out that the actual source of this comes from the Burleigh Heads social community group on Facebook. A post. Urgent. Please help identify. We're brokenhearted. On Saturday night, during a serious car accident outside Koala Park, many of us ran out to help girls involved, doing what we could do to support and make sure we were safe and clear of debris off the road. So, there was an accident that occurred outside and whatnot, and they went out to go and assist them. However, while the community showed up with love, these two people stayed behind and used that momentum to steal clothes. And the person posted is actually the person whose clothes were the one actually stolen, along with his girlfriend.
I mean, why would you do that? You see, you see a moment of humanity where it makes your heart still work. You know, they run out there, they're wanting to help these people who are in an accident for nothing but, you know, to make sure they're okay. And some Gronk and Gronk steal their fucking clothes.
Among the stolen items were deeply sentimental pieces, clothes from travels, from special moments together, and from a journey we've poured our hearts into. What's most painful isn't even the clothes, it's the reminder that while some people rush to help, others take advantage. I truly wish we lived in a world where we could all leave our doors unlocked, where we protect each other and rather than prey on each other. Now, here's the incident took place at the laundromat in Koala Park around 10 p.m. around Burley Heads. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the video. And NCR, you and I love a little bit of public shaming, don't we?
It's a bit of our forte. It's a hobby, really.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the laundromat. Lady just wandering around, look at that. Grabs them. Look, even steals the Maccas.
Why steal the McDonald's?
No, sorry, I'm wrong. Just sticks it in the back, in the garbage. It's made some room, just poking around. Gone in with the yellow bag. It's something that's still spinning. Look at that.
What the hell?
It's still washing.
I mean,
and then just pause. Just pause. Hang on for a second. Look at this. They brought spares.
The hell, man.
There it goes. Is that back
This
in
was
hold?
planned. This was planned. Definitely planned.
And it goes. Oh, you scumbags.
You know, there's only one thing I have to say to those two.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Thank you, King Shark. In fact, I do believe King Shark's actually lurking around Burley Heads at this point, keeping an eye out of these two cretins end up in the water.
Oh, yes. May the shark people have them.
Oh, we will gladly help out with that one there. Who's your number 8?
Oh, number 8. Florida man decides highway needs cutting and takes his lawnmower for a ride. Yes, a Florida man pulled a George Jones. Again.
Oh, boy.
And if you're unfamiliar with that backstory, the country singer George Jones was once pulled over in Florida, I believe. It was in Florida or Georgia, where he was drunk driving his lawnmower to the liquor store to buy more beer. Which made it to the news because they actually filmed it, which was funny to me. But thank you to NBC's Tampa Bay affiliate News Channel 8. Again, please send me a mug. I would love one. But a Florida man was charged Friday morning after taking his lawnmower on the highway, says the Florida Highway Patrol. State troopers responded to the scene after gathering reports of someone driving a lawnmower on the shoulder of State Road 589 in Citrus County, heading into Hernando County. Around 8:52 a.m., troopers contacted a man named Christopher Spain sitting on a lawnmower heading southbound on the shoulder of State Road 589.
And I bet you wasn't even doing a civic service by either cutting the grass on the side of the road or along the median strip.
Well, he was on the shoulder, so probably. I don't know. In the arrest report, the trooper said he immediately observed signs of impairment, including pinpoint pupils, flushed skin, dry mouth, inabilities on the inner side of his nose. Spain also kept spitting and slurring his words and clearing his throat, says the troopers.
I mean, Florida, I'd normally expect someone to be, drunkenly driving around, maybe an ATV, maybe a golf cart, a ride-on lawnmower.
Well, it's not that uncommon. We've actually had Florida men drunk ride horses to go get beer and food. Troopers attempted to perform the horizontal gaze nostalgic test, which is the law enforcement way to observe if a suspect's eyes, inadvertently jerk. It's a standard test for drugs and alcohol. After attempting the test 3 times, Spain became uncooperative and refused further field sobriety tests. He was arrested and taken to the Hernando County Jail, where he refused to provide a urine sample and was charged with misdemeanor DUI. I mean, that is truly Florida man right there.
Yeah.
Now, it's bad, but not bad enough where it's like I'm making not want to laugh.
Gives you a good giggle.
I just wish I was one of those field sobriety officers. All right, Mr. Spain, I'm going to need you to follow the pen. Sir, get off the lawnmower. You're not doing the edging right now. You need to follow my finger.
Hopefully the person was appropriately dressed, because I've heard stories about people ride on lawnmowers after having a couple, and the clothing that they often wear when they do that could often be described as one step before indecent exposure.
Now, just because Dwayne likes to ride around on his lawnmower wearing Daisy Dukes and a Gig'em t-shirt doesn't mean nothing.
We're all a little bit concerned for Dwayne. Let's face it.
You're concerned for him. I have to work with him.
Yeah, jeez. That is it. Yeah, that's right.
Who is your number 8, sir?
Well, it's been a while since we've been to this town for this city for our number 8. But we're off to the nation's capital in Canberra. And NCR, have it ready. A Gronk has stripped naked in a hotel lobby and then tried to break into a marked cop car. Now, is it safe? We believe he's come back, but is it safe for him to come out? I think it might be.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see. Hardcore nudity! I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what...
God. We had to because we missed you, Troy. It's good to have you back, sir.
Indeed. Now, Troy, I know you tried to get on a couple more times. Just take it easy. Yes, you're back. Good to have you back.
He's excited. He's just excited. Yeah. He's just excited to be back. He's not out of control. He was just really excited, and we let him push the button a little too hard.
That's okay. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, a man is accused of committing a bizarre reign of terror by allegedly exposing himself in front of up to 100 people in Civic, including children. It is alleged 39-year-old Anthony Albert Driver's concerning behavior began on Thursday afternoon when he went into the foyer of the Crown Plaza, Canberra, exposed himself, and began interacting with people in the hotel before being escorted out of the lobby. Soon after, he allegedly went into the hotel's car park and took off all his clothes before aggressively engaging with people, an ACT policing spokesperson said. He allegedly left the car park while still naked and abused a member of public while walking away. Later that evening, police were watching a protest at the National Convention Centre, because of course you do, when driver allegedly tried to enter the rear of a marked cage police vehicle as well as the convention centre building. He was taken into custody, and police later confirmed he was the man sought in relation to the earlier alleged incidents.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. The first time you said Anthony, I was like, "Please don't be Caruso. Don't be Caruso."
no, and we just want to confirm that the only time anyone ever gets encouraged to be naked if you want to, it usually involves the night captain.
That is true.
That is almost a requirement. Defense lawyer Brandon Bedell of Legal Aid said his client was not suffering from an acute mental illness, but he also said the allegations were not behavior that is normal and it was clearly a mental health/drug incident. Mr. Bedell said his client admitted consuming substances and was extremely embarrassed at the allegations. It's got all the hallmarks of a florid mental health breakdown. Jeez, that's one step away, isn't it?
It is, but you know, he's embarrassed. Why? Because it wasn't cold.
Well, it does get pretty cold in Canberra, but because we enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen, here he is leaving court. Look at that. Now, I'm very worried.
Why does he look like the dude from Radiohead? He looks like the lead singer from Radiohead.
Why does he look like he's already starting to get ready for his next escapade?
Oh, so hot. I gotta take off these buttons.
It's Canberra. It's never hot in Canberra.
Well, he's already dressed because he's wearing sweatpants.
Oh, dear
Let's just
God.
be thankful they're not breakaways.
Yeah, I was going to say. Let's just be thankful they're not Shawn Michaels' assless chaps. This is not permission for anyone to start singing.
I'm bored too.
Who's your number 7?
I'm gonna need some help with this one. CJ?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Now, it's not related to the last video. It's because of this. On Tuesday, a Florida man illegally dumped a load of trash on the side of the road, confessed, cleans up the scene, and then is arrested after being released on Wednesday for illegally dumping a huge load of trash on the side of the road again.
I've only got one thing to say to this, honestly.
Oh, fucking do it again.
Fuck yes. Again, we are back with News Channel 8, but a Florida man is arrested twice in 2 days after dumping more than 500 pounds of trash on the side of the road.
Oh.
Charlotte County, Florida. A man was arrested twice in 2 days after deputies said he had dumped more than 500 pounds of trash on 2 different roads. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office received a report of illegal dumping on Denner Street in Port Charlotte. Again, adding credence to my scientific theory, if you have port in your name, you're a shit town.
This is accurate. This is accurate.
By the afternoon, detectives identified the suspect, James Hetcherson, who confessed and cleaned up the mess. Hetcherson was arrested and charged with littering of over 500 pounds of consumer and hazardous waste, deputies say. On Wednesday, the sheriff's office said Hetcherson was arrested again for dumping another load, this time on Milan Street in Port Charlotte. Deputies said that he had confessed yet again, cleaned up the mess, and was brought in for questioning. As we are deeper into the storm season, this type of littering is not an eyesore, but it is dangerous as it becomes airborne debris when the winds carry clogs and damages storm systems and homes. The sheriff's office posted on the Facebook community page, "We want to keep our community beautiful and safe, and we will hold anyone accountable that threatens that." Now, I am going to pull up not the Facebook, but the Reddit page, because you have to see this. This is fucking insane.
Is it as bad as the Fatberg out of Perth? Not quite,
Tuesday?
but geez, it's up there.
Here's Tuesday.
Yep.
Here's Wednesday. Or is this what Tuesday and this Wednesday? We don't know. But
Jeez.
come on, man. Are you too lazy to go to the damn dump?
Mate, it's just like, it's not hard.
Hold on.
Yep.
Is that an AC unit?
Oh my God,
It looks like
is.
there's AC units or boxes or something.
What is going on with this?
Pallets and fucking sheet metal. This is why Florida can't have nice things.
That is ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
Moving on to number 7.
Number 7 for the City Towns of Australia takes us to Melbourne in Victoria, and we've got a multi for you this week. Now, the one that we haven't chosen to cover has been a cop being stood down after allegedly using a public CCTV to spy on his ex-girlfriend. That's pretty shitty behavior, I think. Don't you agree?
That is pretty shitty behavior.
But our story this week is a dumbass who's been hit by an unmarked cop car after jumping out of a stolen van following a 7-hour police chase. This is wild, ladies and gentlemen, and we can tell you now, we've got footage of it, so you're going to get a good look at this because it is insane. A man has been arrested after a dramatic daylight police chase along a busy Melbourne freeway during which he left from a moving van. Helicopter vision showed a damaged white van driving erratically through traffic on the Westgate Bridge just before 1 p.m. Victoria Police said the van had been reported stolen from St Kilda Road around 5:40 a.m. was later spotted in Footscray. It was followed by the air wing and police on the ground as it drove through suburbs including Melbourne, Port Melbourne, Spotswood, Carnegie, Sunshine, Dandenong and Point Cook. In the vision, the van can be seen exiting the Princes Freeway, Palmers Road and continuing along Dunnings Road, Point Cook, hitting light poles and swerving to avoid other cars. However, it is what happens afterwards that just gets insane. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in. Here's the video. Let's do this. They're driving along. Already copped a bit of damage. See that? Going on. And oh yeah.
Wow.
And bang, bang, bang. Couple of signs. Yep. All well and good. Still going.
Slowing down.
No, he jumps out, tries to make a run for it, and then whooshka. Oh, let me do that again. Here we go. And they froze it. But yeah, whooshka. Got him.
And he spears him.
I mean, he got hit with the force of a Bron Breaker spear.
You know, I have to say this. Looking at his attitude, it's this. You know, I know it's not a jag,
Flirting
but
outrageously with a waitress, and it's okay because he's got a yeah.
he's got the same attitude. Let's be honest.
The same attitude. But geez, he got whacked and whacked hard, didn't he?
Oh God, I mean, I wish we could have saw the full takedown, but
to be fair, I think we'd probably get demonetized if it did. But anyway,
it's true.
But yeah, that's a fair whack. So but oof,
Man versus car wins yet again.
Oh, I mean,
We'll hold on to that title.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only thing that would have stopped that car probably would have been Bron Breaker. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. We think so. Who's your number 6?
A number 6 for Florida Man is one that I kind of shared a bit with some of our viewers. But a Florida man was arrested with a stolen motorcycle and meth hidden in his anal cavity.
Oh no, we got someone else shelving drugs.
Before we continue, Mr. Mackey.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. The drugs are bad.
All right. Get ready for this one. A man was with a stolen motorcycle where they found methamphetamine concealed in his anal cavity. Cameron Huff, age 36, was involved in an incident where he was driving a pickup about 12:30 in the morning on Wednesday, traveling down County Road 475. When he began driving straight through a sheriff deputy's patrol. Hold on, I'm sorry. Patrol car heading the opposite way. The deputy was forced to evade using evasive actions and began to pursue the pickup. During the stop, the deputies noticed bundled pieces of aluminum foil and a small silver spoon, according to the arrest report.
Because of course there was a small silver spoon.
The items were indicated to have been used for drug use. The deputies noticed the odd odor of marijuana coming from the pickup and began to search the truck, where it turned up 4 grams of marijuana and a container which had several plastic dime-sized bags, aluminum foil, and a cut plastic straw with the residue of fentanyl.
Oh.
In addition, the deputies discovered a black Yamaha motorcycle strapped down to the bed of the pickup truck. Searching the motorcycle, vehicle identification number reveals that it was stolen from a residential parking lot in Lady Lake. The motorcycle was missing an additional license plate, but where the motorcycle's parts were in the bed of the truck. When Huff was taken into booking in Summit County Detention Center, a search revealed methamphetamine concealed in his anal cavity. Huff was booked on multiple drug charges, felony charges of theft of a motor vehicle, and is being held without bond. Now, I want you to look at our Florida man because it's a mugshot of the year. Now, I want to explain something. I collect mullets. I think mullets are fascinating to see these days. And we have prime example of the white trash mullet here. You know,
That is
that's
Joe Dirt right there.
Oh no, it's not Joe Dirt level, but that is white trash right there. Because think about it, it's business in the front, but it's still kind of trashy. But then we get that sweet Alabama waterfall. But look at his eyes.
Oh, dude.
He doesn't even know where he's at.
He looks like he hasn't slept in days.
Oh, about to do
Yeah,
that.
you know what? He looks like he's probably enjoyed shelving that methamphetamine a little bit too much, to be honest.
I know. And who is up next for the shit towns of Australia?
Number 6 for the shit towns of Australia takes us to Cairns in Queensland, where 300 grogs brawl in the street after State of Origin 3. Now,
I'm a bit
yes.
confused. What is State of Origin 3?
So, State of Origin is an annual series of for representative rugby league in Australia played between New South Wales and Queensland. So it's kind of a big deal. So much so it's amongst the highest rating TV event in Australia for sport. Doesn't matter where you live, everyone
So it's similar to
tunes
the
in to watch. Like NFL All Stars. So that kind of level. Except the difference is that this is based on, I'll use layman's terms. It's based on where you grew up.
Okay.
So you don't get to represent your state in terms of where you currently play. It is literally your state of origin. So if you're playing in Queensland, but you were born and raised in New South Wales, you're playing for New South Wales. And vice versa. It's one of the most successful sports events in the world. It's incredible, sort of the hostilities that go into it. So much so that people are willing to fight even when their state wins. Around 300 people have been involved in a massive brawl in Kansas City in the morning after State of Origin. Multiple police crews were called to the corner of Lake and Shield Street just after 3 a.m. following Queensland's State of Origin win. Officers managed to break up the mass fight just after 3 a.m. At this stage, only a 25-year-old Moorabool man has been charged with public nuisance and obstructing police. He's scheduled to face Cairns Magistrate Court later this month. Now, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that with State of Origin, people tend to work themselves up into a bit of a frenzy. In fact, so much of a frenzy that it tends to resemble a little bit of a TV show. And given that it is Queensland, I think this is highly appropriate. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I think of Queenslanders.
Well, to be fair, it is Queensland.
It is. It is. Who's your number 5?
Number 5 is a Florida woman. A Florida woman answers the age-old question, why did the chicken cross the road? A Florida woman stops to let a chicken cross the road and then attacks another Florida woman with bear mace for speeding around her and running it over before getting on the other side. Yes, you heard me correctly. This Florida woman tried to do something nice and ends up committing major felonies. A Key West woman stopped at an intersection to allow a chicken to cross the road and then allegedly attacks another driver with bear mace for speeding around her, killing the bird. According to the arrest reports obtained by Law and Crime, 38-year-old Cynthia Soto stopped at an intersection on July 9th to let a chicken cross the road. Okay. So far, so good. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Well, that's when another driver began to honk their horn at her and then later passed by her running over the chicken.
Jeez.
Soto reportedly pursued the other driver out of frustration about the chicken's death. Catching up to her, she stopped her vehicle, allegedly blocking the road in front of the victim's car, getting out of her car and attempting to open her door. They began to fight over the door, where the reports allegedly say that Miss Soto wanted to teach her a lesson, so she pulled out a can of bear mace and began to spray inside the victim's car directly while in her face while she was seated. Soto reportedly fled the scene, but was eventually pulled over by police and taken into custody, where she was charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery and 1 count of burglary with assault or battery. And I have a picture of Miss Soto.
Oh boy.
And here's the thing. She doesn't look like the type of woman that would do this.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
I mean, she doesn't look like the kind of woman that would pull a can of bear mace out over a run over chicken.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Why?
she looks quite nice and normal, but Florida woman, have some chill.
It's just a chicken. I'm sure the Colonel can get plenty more where that came from.
The
Not the end of the world.
Real question is, was it a hen or was it a cock?
Oh, do we really have to ask that question?
It's me. What do you think?
Oh God, I should expect more. Anyway,
Moving on. Number 5.
Number 5 for the shit towns of Australia takes us to Newcastle in New South Wales. Oh my God. Oh my God. NCR, get Bender ready.
All right.
A 10-year-old has robbed a service station at knife point, all for 2 bottles of milk.
Okay then.
Yeah. Get him in here. Get Bender in here.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
Oh, a boy as young as 10 years old is believed responsible for a brazen armed robbery at Mayfield during the week. Police say the boy walked into a Coles Express on Maitland Road just before 9 p.m. on Wednesday and threatened the attendant with a knife before escaping with 2 cartons of milk. The worker was unharmed and police are reviewing CCTV footage in a bid to identify the alleged culprit. 10 years old.
There's only one thing I have to say.
That boy ain't right.
And I don't understand, all over milk as well.
I mean, I enjoy a nice glass of milk, especially with some nice, freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. But I've never gone knife point with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think you'd need to normally. Anyway, moving on. Who is your number 4?
Number 4 is another Florida woman. Florida woman allegedly giving Botox from her backyard shed.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Police say a woman was operating an unlicensed medical spa in her backyard shed in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Again, my scientific theory is proving more accurate every fucking time.
If your city or town starts with port, it's pretty safe to assume your town is shit.
Investigators say they arrested the operator, Rose Manna, age 50, after a patient suffered partly facial paralysis from Botox injections, from which she received from my backyard shed.
I mean, the hustle is there, let's be honest, but Botox, that could get risky.
It can. Neighbors said that they were suspicious. There were suspicions by they were surprised by what the investigators told them was happening in Rose's backyard. I thought she was running, just doing regular business, said one neighbor, John Jones. Police arrested Rose and charged her on several charges on Wednesday. The interior of the shed appeared to be fashioned that it would resemble a med spa or a doctor's office, says the Port St. Lucia police officers. Brittany Holly, not to be confused with the wrestler. However, it's still a shed. The investigators say on May 30th, when a victim called the police telling the officers she received 62 units of Botox.
That's a lot of Botox.
Which led to her facial paralysis. Investigators said the victim returned 2 times for follow-up treatments with no improvement. Total red flag for me, said one neighbor.
Jeez.
Who would go into a shed to get procedures done like that? Investigators said that after the unsuccessful reversal of the paralysis, the victim became suspicious and asked for Rose's license. Now, the police say providing them a fraudulent Botox license with a dated certificate, which had been expired, which regularly does not give her the right or certifications to perform this procedure.
Again, I respect the fact she wants to make a bit of a quid, but kind of stuff you don't normally joke about, especially given people forget that Botox is actually toxic if done improperly.
The family did not want to answer any questions to authorities. Neighbors are hoping for a speedy recovery from the injuries. It's terrifying for the patient, said one neighbor, and she hopefully recovers 100%. Rose is facing 9 charges, including aggravated battery, practicing medicine without a license, and fraud. She has her first court appearance. She made her first court appearance where she was issued a $95,000 bond.
That's a decent bond, that.
It's decent. Now, I want to show you this. I'm going to show you a picture of Rose and the shed in question.
Why am I worried?
Because it's going to scare you on how much detail and time she put into this.
That actually looks somewhat professional.
Yeah, I know. Okay. This is inside, and this is Rose, right?
Yeah.
You have a table laid out. You have, it looks nice and clean. It looks organized, right? But it's still a fucking shed.
That's the best. Enos, that's almost granny flat standard shed, to be honest.
I mean,
I could cut a little bit of slack on that. That's a reasonable piece of work she's done there. And look, to be fair as well, the grass outside was very nicely curated. It looked somewhat inviting. It was much better than I expected for a shed. But yeah, no.
Still a shed.
Still, well, it's between a shed and a granny flat. I'll put it that way. But still, practicing Botox without a license, yeah, no. You can't be doing that.
Now, I would expect, maybe the whole house, if I was going to like a residential area, like it had been converted into, a medical facility. But I don't expect to pull up to the driveway and be like, oh, come on to the backyard. We're going to the shed.
Fair point. Very fair point.
Although, Anthony, you do look like you've had some work done. Were you in Florida?
Oi, oi. I'll have you know, the only thing that goes inside my body that keeps my skin looking this luscious is copious amounts of extra virgin olive oil.
That's true. But
Mate,
just
we virtually drink
imagine if our good friend Guido Hatzis would have called her.
it.
Hey, man. I'm calling about the Botox, man.
No, he wouldn't be. He wouldn't be. You know why? Because
Why?
Guido would consider himself so perfect he wouldn't need Botox.
Yeah, it's true. Let's move on.
Number 4 for the shit towns of Australia. We head off to Nowra in New South Wales. And NCR might need our next sponsor because I believe our next story may or may not involve a product that was bought from one of our sponsors.
Need to clean up some fallen down trees or deal with an unwanted body? Then look no further than Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium. At Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium, we have the very best in materials and equipment to be able to clean up any mess that you so desire. Just make sure you ignore the red paint that is located in and around the wood chipper itself. Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium. Find us in the wood chipper section or give us a call at 1-800-CHOPPER-BODY.
I'm
Yes,
concerned.
you should be. A maniac has allegedly chucked an axe at police before hijacking a woman's car and running her over.
Don't tell me he went to the president, so
I think he did. And not only
Wait.
that, but I think that axe came from Woody's.
wait a minute. Woody's was running a sale this year on the President's Day sale for axes. They had a nice display and they had a nice cutout of George Washington that said, "I cannot tell a lie. These axes will chop through anything."
Yeah, well, apparently this maniac tried to do an axe toss at police with it, and apparently did some damage.
All right. You have my attention.
Oh boy. A man accused of attacking a woman with an axe, stealing her Mustang sports car, and running her over with it before leading police on a high-speed chase in New South Wales has refused to leave his cell to face court. South Coast man Caleb Flenger, 25, has been charged with multiple offences after allegedly leading police on a high-speed 50-kilometre pursuit from Nowra to Kiama on Saturday. The 66-year-old owner of the car remains in a serious but stable condition in hospital. Today, the Bail Division Court heard Mr. Flenger had refused to see a legal representative and refused to leave his cell at Wollongong Police Station. His lawyer, Cassie Lee, told the court her client did not meet with her. He refuses to see me and presumably anyone else. Mr. Flenger is charged with custody of knife in public place, 2 counts of use of offensive weapon to prevent lawful apprehension, and 2 counts of fail to stop an accident and render assistance. He has also been charged with driving while disqualified because the court say was pursuit, exceeding speed over 45 kilometers per hour, and goods in personal custody suspected of being stolen and larceny.
You know, one thing comes to mind hearing all of this.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yeah, but would you believe?
And the plot thickens!
How?
He is facing additional charges regarding 3 outstanding domestic violence-related offences, including assault occasioning actual bodily harm (DV).
He's an overachiever.
The 25-year-old has been in custody since his release from hospital on Sunday following treatment for minor injuries. Police allege Mr. Flenger reached speeds of up to 180 kilometers an hour through 80 kilometer per hour zones as he wound his way up the M1 Princes motorway on the wrong side of the road.
Oh,
180 kilometers an hour.
okay. I'm impressed by the speed, but not everything else.
Just to rub it in, check it out. We got some videos of the car.
Do we have any of the axe throwing?
I don't think we do, but check it out. There's the car. Let's go. There goes the car.
Whoa! He is flying.
I just want to point out that was on the wrong side of the road.
Well, wrong side of the road for you blokes.
Yeah,
Not
good
for
on
us
you. Look at this.
Americans.
Look, there he goes. Look at that.
God damn, I'm impressed by that. I'm impressed by that.
That is serious Grand Theft Auto stuff.
I mean, I can barely get the near miss achievements for Saints Row, man. But damn, I'm impressed.
That is nuts. Time for the medals. Who is your bronze medalist?
Florida man dubbed the Nail Bandit, accused of sabotaging fire rescue vehicles with sharp objects, confesses to the sabotage of emergency vehicles numerous times over a period of nearly 2 years. And before we continue, I'm going to need a little help here.
I'm your moderator, Larry King. Now, a word to our audience. Even though we're being broadcast on Fox, there's no need for obnoxious hooting and hollering.
Thank you to Fox 13 Tampa Bay. Again, please send me a coffee mug. I will gladly appreciate it.
If you can send me a Stein as well, NCR and I will gladly drink a beer during our live podcast with your Fox 13 Stein.
A Okeechobee County Sheriff officer says John Stainers, age 72, threw sharp objects behind fire rescue vehicles reportedly for nearly 2 years. Deputies say they caught him in the act Thursday, July 10th, and he confessed to the crimes and said he had a beef with fire rescue and the county commissioners.
What possible reason?
We're going to find out.
Here we go.
So an Okeechobee man dubbed the Nail Bandit is facing charges after deputies reported him throwing sharp objects to damage fire rescue vehicles for a year and a half. According to the Okeechobee Sheriff's Office investigators, they noticed a pattern of someone throwing sharp objects, including nails, modified welded wheels, wire wheels, behind fire rescue vehicles and emergency access points. Detectives conducted weeks-long surveillance, and according to the sheriff's office, they caught John Sternis, or I hope I pronounced his last name right, age 72, in the act during the early morning hours on Thursday, July 10th. Deputies pulled him over, at which point he confessed to the sabotage of numerous times of this over a period of almost 2 years. According to the sheriff's office, Sheriff Neil Shepard said he had a beef with the Okeechobee Fire Rescue and County Commissioners, and he said he thought it was the best he could do going ahead to handle the situation himself.
Jeez.
We're not going to allow this kind of stuff to escalate to our first responders. Our men and women of the sheriff's office are out here doing their jobs to save lives, according to the sheriff. What's next? Well, he is facing multiple felony charges. And I want you I have photos. Okay, I'm going to show you the man first. Then I'm going to show you what he was throwing. Here's our man. Just angry grandpa. Angry grandpa. Now, this is what he was throwing.
Really?
If you can notice, you know, there's screws, there's nails, there's various types of screws and nails. There's wire. There looks like to be small gears. All because you have beef.
Oh, I mean, I could kind of understand with that kind of equipment if he was going to go and make a nail bomb or something like that.
Don't give him ideas.
Hey, I've been playing too much Quake, all right? The original nail gun was surprisingly effective.
But
and then there was the super nail gun, or as I like to call it, the perforator.
I mean, you know there's going to be a sign now. You know there's going to be a sign.
Oh, you're not wrong. There'll be a sign. Yes, there will.
But I don't understand. You have a beef with the city council. I can get that. I can get you throwing nails behind their tires. But why fire rescue?
Why do that? People, please, come on.
Why be a dick?
Why be a dick? Indeed, indeed.
Moving on to the bronze medalists for the crap towns of Australia this week.
NCR, you're a good mate of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've been disappointing you lately because certain town hasn't been appearing much.
Yes.
I'm very happy to say they're back.
You mean
the city of Townsville is under attack?
Yes. Oh, Townsville, we've missed you.
Don't let me down.
We've got, would you believe, 3 stories coming out of Townsville.
Oh my God.
Now, I wanted to do one of these in particular, but I reckon if we did it with the story and the images that we had, we'd probably be demonetized. First off, we've got a couple who during a pub robbery decided to hurl stubbies at the staff. Now, for those who are wondering what stubbies are, they're like the little foam things you can put a schooner or a pint in, so you can keep your drink nice and cool without getting your hand cold or wet.
Oh, like a koozie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. A creep has been caught masturbating, or dare I say wanking, outside a stranger's house while trying to open their doors.
You fucking weirdo.
And I kid you not, ladies and gentlemen, that's the one where I was that close to putting it in as our feature story. And then when I saw the images of it, I went, yeah, unfortunately, the photos are full frontal nudity. And literally has a guy literally masturbating while trying to open
Calm
the
down,
door.
Troy. Calm down. Calm down. We're not doing
Troy, no. Troy, no. No,
Okay,
we're not doing
okay.
it.
Okay, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone back to his room.
But we've got another youth crime situation. 4 cop cars have been rammed by 12-year-old kids in a stolen car. Oh, just won't end. Police have charged 3 boys following several alleged incidents involving a stolen car during the night of the 11th of July. It'll be alleged police were conducting patrols near a shopping centre car park on Harvey Range Road in Thorangua Central around 11 p.m. when the police vehicle was deliberately struck by a stolen Mitsubishi Outlander. 2 officers inside the vehicle at the time of the crash were uninjured. About 15 minutes later, the same Outlander intentionally drove at another 2 police vehicles in Mudingbara, with both having to take evasive action to avoid a collision. It'll further be alleged that around 11:30 p.m., the Outlander and a stolen Toyota Corolla, believed to be traveling in convoy, targeted another vehicle in Vincent. Police, including...
Shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Police, including Pol Air, tracked both vehicles and a tire deflation device was successfully deployed in Condon, stopping the Corolla. The occupants of the Corolla then allegedly fled the scene in the Outlander. The alleged stolen Outlander were recovered damaged on Gordon Street in Garbutt around 12:45 a.m. this morning, and 3 boys taken into custody. The Mitsubishi Outlander was allegedly stolen from Blue Wren Drive. The stolen Corolla taken by Sturch Street in Townsville City. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A 13-year-old Kerwin boy, a 12-year-old Garbutt boy, and a 12-year-old Derrigan boy have been charged with unlawful use of a motor vehicle and are due before Townsville Children's Court.
Seriously, what the hell's going on, man?
What is it with Queensland and youth crime? It just does not stop.
You guys really need to say, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to treat you like an adult.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the kids are there at the moment being allowed to run around like this. It's just absolutely insane.
You know, me and my brother, we talk about this, you know, and the Unsubscribed podcast talked about this on one of their episodes. You know, I'm not, you know, you need to bring back public executions and public shamings.
I don't know about public executions, but every now and then a public shaming probably wouldn't go down too badly.
I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, if you bring those things back, we might be able to control this crime issue we're having. I mean, but if we did that, then the show's over and we'll have to do something else with our time.
Oh.
So,
I mean,
kind of torn. Kind of torn.
Yeah, it's a little excessive, but I get the point. And Queensland have got this new adult crimes, adult time legislation going through, but clearly some kids are deciding, you know what, I don't think it's strong enough. I'm going to test it anyway.
You know, that's the thing. I mean, that might be a great deterrent if you just make an example out of one of these kids. You know, they want to act like criminals. You treat them like a criminal. Don't coddle them. Just throw their asses in jail. Let them do real man time. You want to do man crime, do it man time.
Absolutely. FAFO. FAFO. Who is your silver medalist?
Oh. A Florida man was arrested after trying to rob a Waffle House with a finger gun.
Hang on. He was trying to rob a Waffle House to start off with, which is kind of cheap.
Okay. He's not making the best decisions already.
I mean, look, we all know, you know, one of our favorite wrestlers that's going around at the moment, main event Jey Uso. He loves Waffle House, doesn't he?
He does.
He does. And there are still rumors he's going to take Rhea Ripley to a Waffle House at some point. And let's face it. Yep.
I want them to do this because Waffle House is where it's become dinner and a show at around 2 a.m.
As that song goes, there ain't no ugly people after 2 a.m. I said, geez, that came out better than I thought.
Oh, yeah. You're really getting better at that.
I know. But yes, you know, triple hash brown, I mean, that's where it is, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's 2 a.m. You've already been drinking. You want to get something in your belly to help kind of settle the alcohol. So you go into a Waffle House and you order some eggs, toast, hash browns, maybe some bacon or sausage, maybe some waffles or pancakes. And then you see a stripper fighting with one of the waitresses. Or one of the line, or just one of the line cooks throwing a frying pan at a customer.
Who knows? A WWE wrestler might just come in and yell out, yeet. Oh, let's hear the story.
So deputies say that a man went to a Waffle House using finger guns to steal Waffle House napkins, deputies say.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay. Madison County, Florida. Madison County Waffle House employees called the cops on Monday night to report an attempted robbery. The suspect was unarmed and simply left grabbing some napkins, according to the Madison County Sheriffs. The man was later identified as Edward Williams Rodriguez as the assailant based on the video surveillance footage and witness descriptions. Rodriguez, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. Oh my God. Get ready to fucking laugh.
All right.
Rodriguez entered the Waffle House on 145 Southeast Bandit Street.
Are we sure it's not? Are we sure it wasn't Team Bandit, aka Ronnie?
It was Bandit Street at about 8 p.m. according to the sheriff's office. Witnesses described him as a white male wearing a gray hoodie, dark jeans, a dark hat, dark hair, and he reportedly was accompanied by a small dog. Oh my God. The street alone has just won him the fucking silver medal, but okay. Rodriguez began
fast-reaching MVP.
Rodriguez began shouting to get on the ground. Y'all are getting robbed. He reportedly stood and stated that he was high and drunk before grabbing napkins and walking out of the restaurant.
Jesus Christ.
Rodriguez got into a vehicle and left the parking lot where 911 was called and told deputies the suspect apparently had a weapon, but raised his hands as they were shape of guns.
Pew pew.
Shooter.
Are we sure? Are we absolutely sure it wasn't Val Venus?
I'm kind of wondering if it wasn't Shooter McGavin, but yes, that is a plug to Happy Gilmore and Happy Gilmore 2, which I will be watching. Deputies located Rodriguez at his residence and placed him under arrest without incident. After he admitted to the crime, he was taken to the Madison County Jail and charged with unarmed robbery and assault. 911 callers told the deputies no one was hurt in the incident, though. So I don't know how he's getting the injuries, but I want you to look at his mugshot.
Oh, here we go. Is he armed and weird?
He's definitely weird.
He's got long on its neck beard.
He's rocking mutton chops, man.
Oh, hey LIA! I think we found one of your cousins.
Ooh, that's a hard burn on you, sir.
Oh, and I hear he likes to use finger guns. Oh, he's a tough man, isn't he?
I think he's been watching Cactus Jack matches. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
Oh, you see, I was always more of a Dude Love fan, to be honest.
Gotta love Dude Love.
If you can't say anything nice about Mick Foley, you have something wrong with you.
You know, the man loves Christmas a lot. He got into an argument with his wife about it because he loves Christmas so much that he likes to decorate the house even when it's not Christmas time. So they had an argument about him leaving a tree up, so they compromised for one of those plug-in inflatable ones.
Oh, that's good bands. That's good bands.
That is. But he robbed him on Bandit Street. For napkins.
With finger guns.
Okay, we need to move on. Who is?
They call them fingers, but I've never seen him fing. Oh, wait,
Oh,
there
wait,
they
there
go.
Who is your silver medalist?
Oh, that was pretty good. I reckon I might catch that one, though. Our silver medalist takes us to Hobart in Tasmania, and we've got a double story coming out of Hobart this week, I should be saying. First off, we've got a psycho who stabbed a bloke because he wouldn't give him a ciggy, because that's entirely reasonable.
Yeah, of course.
But our main story, a Gronk has stolen copper electrical cables powering streetlights. Oh my God, it's another copper theft. Why does this keep happening?
Because they don't put up signs. Oh, wait, yeah, they do. But because of that,
See, because of me, now they have a warning.
God. Vandals have tried to rip up several meters of copper wiring alongside one of Hobart's busiest highways, damaging the electrical cables that power information screens and streetlights near Hobart Airport. Oh my God, it's wires connected to electrical signs of upcoming incidents and directions to take for the airport.
oh dear God.
Oh, God. The attempted theft, believed to have happened late on Sunday night, was discovered on Monday morning. It has knocked out about 10 streetlights and inbound driver information boards along the Tasman Highway. Earlier today, assets belonging to the Department of State Growth and Tas Networks were damaged. Electrical cables linking approximately 10 streetlights and inbound driver information have been stolen. The signs near the airport were among the first installed as part of a $22 million citywide network which provides real-time traffic updates to drivers. Anyone with information are urged to contact Tasmania Police. And ladies and gentlemen, they went to some length to go and rip the copper out. There is one of the manholes.
Oh my. Why?
They have ripped the cap open, reached in, and reefed out the copper cables inside.
How desperate are you for money that you start ripping out copper wiring?
There's a couple of blokes walking around there, and there's a guy who's very fortunate that we haven't seen his plumber's crack in amongst the reeds. Ladies and gentlemen, you see that guy there? This is why we tell everyone, say no to crack.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, I learned everything about plumbing from my uncle.
Oh, that's just, oh God. I don't get it.
Well, he has to hide behind the reeds, though. He has to.
He does.
Because, the Skippy chicks start calling him.
Oh, copper. Ladies and gentlemen, copper makes people do weird things.
It does.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to our gold medalists. NCR, who is your gold medalist?
Before I get into it.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, no. What happened this time?
Our gold medalist. Florida man accused of robbing a bank after he stole $19,000 in 2 different bank heists in Delray Beach, Florida.
Okay, this is already sounding nuts.
Okay. So a man is accused of robbing 2 banks in 2 days, is now behind bars. That's right. Delray Beach Police Department say 36-year-old Kevin Allen Robertson was arrested on July 17th following a robbery at a Chase Bank on West Atlantic Avenue. According to the arrest affidavit, Robertson entered the bank wearing a black t-shirt and handed a teller a threatening note demanding cash and various bills with the note warning, God knows where she lives.
What the hell?
telling the bank teller to place $10,000. The teller then placed $10,546 in a crumbled brown Publix bag provided by the suspect. Then he fled through the back door. Officers quickly established a perimeter assisted by the K-9 units and the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office helicopters and FBI agents. Robertson was then located and taken into custody without incident. He is now facing robbery charges and resisting without violence. The arrest comes one day after Robertson allegedly robbed a Thrust bank on East Ladenton Boulevard in an incident where he passed 2 handwritten notes to the bank teller demanding money and warning not to use any tracking devices. The notes also alleged, and including threats like hundreds, 50s, 20s, no fast, no tracking devices, no bullshit. God knows where you live. The other note said, thanks be to God, we know where you live. Following the incident, he fled the bank with $9,223 in cash, according to the police. The surveillance footage and facial recognition software and witness statements help identify Robertson as the accused, according to the arrest affidavit. When witnesses at the second bank were able to pick him out of a photo array because the officers noted distinct physical characteristics as skin tags along the jaw and cheek line of his face.
Ew, he's got skin tags.
Robertson remains in custody in the Palm Beach County Jail and appeared in court on Friday morning, where his bond was placed at $21,000. Now,
Jeez.
It's time for the shaming, because we have to shame. But this is our Florida man.
That looks like a very quintessential Florida man, actually.
But God told me where they live. I mean, I get it. You robbed the bank once, got away with it. You might want to lay low. Not do it again. A day after.
Oh dear. He looks like he'd be running around claiming things about God and whatnot. Oh boy. Yeah.
Who is your gold medalist, sir?
This is gonna get nuts, ladies and gentlemen. Our shittest town of Australia for the week ending the 20th of July, 2025 is Sydney, New South Wales, but more specifically, we're going to Burwood in Sydney, in New South Wales. First off, we've had a Frenchman bowled over by a cop car while speeding to a brawl. Not great. But our main story has some absolute beautiful pieces of dumb fuckery that you are going to experience this week. Are you ready for this, NCR?
I'm ready.
A dipshit arsonist has set his own pants on fire while attempting to firebomb a beauty clinic.
Why does this sound so familiar?
Because we've already had the story previously of a guy trying to do a firebomb from a car and ended up setting the internals of the car on fire. It's a very similar story, but it's different. Police are on the hunt for 2 men who botched firebombing a Sydney beauty salon last month, releasing CCTV vision showing one running with flames billowing from his pants. The bungled arson attack. Ah, yes. There were rumors about this story, remember before? they've now released the CCTV footage. The bungled arson attack took place at Sharon Skin on Burwood Road, Burwood, about 5 a.m. when two men gained entry and poured accelerant on the floor. In the vision released by police, the alleged arsonist's attack backfired, leaving one of the men running down the nearby street on fire, frantically trying to put out the flames. Remember, I think it was this time last month, in a similar story, there was a firebombing of a beauty salon, but it was a fire set in a car, right?
Right.
Now it's them outside. I think it's probably there's someone running down in a high vis jumper with his pants on fire. In another footage, a second man wearing black can be seen flipping on the accelerant that he poured inside the shop and falling on his back. We can laugh about this because it looks so amateurish, but we need to understand there was a residential complex around above this premises. We have seen it in the past. These things can go terribly, terribly wrong. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I can vouch to that because there was a similar incident where someone tried to set a shop on fire in Drummoyne, ended up setting the whole building on fire, and a daughter, a woman and her son perished as a result of the fire. Now, for those wanting to know if we do have that film, guess what? We do. Who wants to see Amateur Hour?
Roll that beautiful footage.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So that just builds a little bit of context straight away there. So here we go. So here we go. Kicking in the room. Also way in. A couple of very likely lads. Fussing around. There you go. There you go. There's the accelerant. Pouring all around.
At the petrol?
Yep. Yep. Just pour it there. Yeah, a little bit over there. Yeah, why not? Yep, looks good. Yep, we're going to try and get as much of this stuff on fire. That's great. And there we go. So you got to remember now, he's got accelerant on his back and he's slipping and sliding around a bit at the moment. There he goes.
Well, here's their problem. And I'm not trying to give pointers here, but you notice when they came in, they started throwing the accelerant right there as they were coming in.
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever watched a mob movie or anything like that, you would notice they go in and they make the trail to lead to the door.
Yes, exactly.
You don't lead the trail to the start of your exit. You do it from the back wall to the exit. That way, you're not putting yourself at risk. Continue.
Well, here we go. Goes out, does a bit more. Yeah, that's that clip sort of flying around. It's going through, and whoopsie-doodle. There's the guy walking out. So he's done all his work. That's the thing on fire. Right, here we go. You ready? Oh, pause a little bit down there. Yep, sweet, all good. Whoops.
Ooh.
So the whole thing's on fire. Yep, as you'd expect.
But
guess what? There he is.
No.
He's still running. Doesn't care he's actually on fire. He's got to get away from there.
I just have to do this because he set himself on fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, PolitiFact rates this story pants on fire, quite literally.
Oh,
that's bad, isn't it?
That is bad.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly why I did it. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this podcast. And if you want to make sure you don't end up with your pants on fire, you'll make sure you hit like and subscribe to NCR News Network. Go give a like to the Shit Towns of Australia on their Facebook page. Make sure you join in on some of the many great videos that we have here on NCR News Network. And also check out really cool news with Big Jim Finch. He's been given that. He's been given that a nickname officially now.
Yeah. I mean, Big Jim Finch, it just rolls off the tongue.
Indeed. He's been officially christened that by none other than Merb.
I know. You know, you don't expect Merv to give somebody a nickname that would be, you know, a nice one. It's a perfect nickname. It's a manly nickname.
Indeed. So make sure you check out Big Jim Finch and our good old NCR right on Really Cool News. Go check out Really Cool News and also right here on NCR News Network. You reckon I got away with that plug a little bit?
You did good. Did good. It wasn't bad. I'd give it a solid A, actually.
Excellent.
You know, but you don't want to miss out on the shenanigans here on the podcast because that's where we have the most fun. That's where we get to be ourselves.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some lives coming up soon as well.
Oh, yes, with some really nice guests to join us. But on that note, I am NCR News Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.